Yes, I do, actually. The ugly duckling. He gets born and he's all crappy. He's a misfit. And everyone picks on him all the time. They're like, you're ugly. But then he gets older and he turns into a swan. And everyone's like, oh shit, I don't look like that. And he looks good. And that's the end of the story. The story is people that are ugly.
Let's see. You know the three billy goats gruff? That was good. Okay, the story of, let's see. You know the three billy goats gruff?
No.
No? Do you want to give a guess about what that story is about?
What is it called?
Three billy goats gruff. Yeah, we'll skip that one. I don't even know that story.
I don't know that story.
Okay, how about the princess and the pea?
Okay, so, well, I don't really remember much about it. She had a bunch of mattresses, and her stepmom, some lady, put a pea in it to see if she could feel the pea, but I don't know why. I'm not sure. That's all I got.
That's all you got? You don't know what happened at the end?
Somebody told her there was a pea down there. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah. How about the boy who cried wolf?
Well, clearly he kept talking about a wolf coming to the village and got all the villagers scared. And so, but he was just joking every time. He'd run out. He was like, just joking. And then when a wolf finally was coming and he cried wolf, all the villagers were like, you know, yeah, right. And then they all got demolished.
Is that really how the story ended? I don't know. But is that how the fairy tale ended? Did they all get eaten?
I didn't even know it was a fairy tale.
Or
It was just like a fable.
The myth, the fable. Everyone got eaten? Or did the boy get eaten?
I mean, the boy probably got eaten.
Boy got eaten. The town was okay, though.
Yeah, that's how a fable would probably go.
Okay, can you tell us about the ugly duckling?
The ugly ducking. Well, I don't know what the ugly duckling's parents were like, but it was like all of his little brothers and sisters were ducks. But then they made it like he was the only swan in the end. But if you're born a swan, then you're all going to be beautiful swans in the end. So I don't really understand, in retrospect, how the story went. But there was a little family of ducks, and one of them was just extra ugly. And he grew up to be a beautiful swan while the rest of the ducks were ugly.
So what's the moral of that story?
Don't make fun of your peers.
It's an important story you're going to tell all night.
Okay.
Can you tell us the story of the Hunchback story you're going to tell all night?
Okay.
Can you tell us the story of the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Okay. He lived in a bell tower. He lived in England. And then it was his job to ring the bell. And nobody saw him ever because he was just so ugly. And then Esmeralda the gypsy met him, but she didn't fall in love with him.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
I know, that's what I was thinking too.
Did he love her?
Yes, he loved her a lot.
What a jerk.
Exactly, thank you.
And then he was going to get burned at the stake. And she saved him?
She saved him.
You know, I was a little old for the Hunchback of Notre Dame, so I don't know.
So was I.
I don't know what your problem is.
But I saw it and it touched my heart. So, I can't see how you could see that movie and not cry. You were probably really touched. He's got a hunchback.
She was ugly.
He was ugly.
Well, that's why I wasn't touched.
You know what? That's just really sad, Stephanie. But do you know how it ended? Did he die?
No.
No.
Not in the Disney version.
Yeah, but in the real version he did.
Oh.
I know. Thank God they didn't do that in the Disney. Is he a real person?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a real story.
Maybe it's a story about the Elephant Man.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah.
Aw, you're making everyone cry on here. Gold.
Goldilocks was wandering through a forest for some reason, very hungry, and she really wanted some oatmeal. She was hankering for oatmeal. And she went to the Three Bears' house. And, no, it wasn't oatmeal, it was porridge. And, she said the first bear's porridge was too cold, and then the next bear's porridge was too hot, and then the next bear's porridge was just right. And then I would imagine she fell asleep there, and the bears found her. But I don't remember anything else.
That's it? You don't know? Do you know the moral of the story?
Too much.
The story is don't eat porridges in yours.
What is the moral of that story?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, moving on to the next story. The Emperor's New Clothes.
Emperor's New Groove.
That's the name of the movie. The Emperor's New Clothes is the name of the story.
Okay, well I know the movie perfectly.
Oh, good. Okay.
So the prince, he's the little jerk off, and he wants to destroy the little city because it sits on a mountain that has perfect sunlight, and he brings in one of the villagers who has lived there for a long time, and then he gets turned into a llama by Yzma, and he gets carted into that village by the guy he was talking to about the village, who John Goodman voiced, and it was about their journey back to the castle, where they finally agreed his little village wasn't going to be destroyed, but not before they got into a big fight with Yzma, and then she turned into a cat. And then he got turned back into a human, and he did not destroy the village.
Wait. So, what about the clothes?
I have no idea. It's Emperor's New Groove.
I think that's a different. Because in the Emperor's New Clothes, he thinks that he's wearing clothes, but he's not, and he's naked. He's walking around the parade.
He didn't know for a long time that he was a llama. He's walking around thinking he's human, and then he goes like this. And he clicks his feet, and he's like, nah, and he goes, llama face.
You know, I bet that's the same story. It sounds like the same story. So nothing about clothes in that story, though. Just a new groove, no new clothes. Can you tell us the story? Can you tell us the story of Rapunzel?
She was locked in a tower, and she had really long hair, so she let her hair down for someone to climb up it, but I don't know how they got out. That's all I know. I know you just saw Tangled, and that's the only reason you know
Yeah,
the
that's right.
story.
I know the story. How about, do you know Rumpelstiltskin? I actually don't know the
He
story, I
was-
just know the name.
Didn't he work with a little, like, fabric maker, and it pricked someone's skin? Did that happen?
I actually don't know. It sounds familiar.
Or was that Sleeping Beauty? Something to do with a fabric maker.
What about Sleeping Beauty? Or is that the same story?
Wasn't she pricked by something in Sleeping Beauty?
I don't know.
Yeah, so Sleeping Beauty was asleep for some reason because the town's under a spell, and then the prince comes and he like fights dragons and stuff, Yeah, it says to what?
Wasn't there a song? Do you want to sing it for us?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? So she has a whole collection of little gadgets and gizmos